Hello, welcome to the Computer Literacy Center's online instructional videos. My name is McKeely Morris, and today we are going to learn about the spelling and grammar checker and the help feature in Microsoft Word. First, we are going to look at a document that has some errors and some that have been fixed. Then we will look at how to do it ourselves using the spelling and grammar checking tool. Then we will look at the help feature and how to use it in our document. And last, we will go over what we have done. We all make mistakes. We can't be perfect and know everything either. This is why the spelling and grammar checker and the help feature in Word are so useful. The spelling and grammar checker is here to help you when you make mistakes, and the help feature is also there for when you have simple questions like where to find the spelling and grammar checker. Here's an example of a paper that has all the corrections suggested by the spelling and grammar checker made. You can see it has no underlines and looks nice and neat. The document is now ready to be turned in. Here we have an unedited document. You can see that there are many words underlined in red and some underlined in blue. These are the mistakes that the grammar checker recognizes. It can also recognize simple mistakes as you are typing and will correct them for you. For example, if I am typing the word popcorn, but I accidentally type the R before the O, then when I space after the word, it will switch them to be in the correct order. This is helpful when you get typing super fast and can switch up letters easily. Another feature is when you misspell a word, it will underline it in red, showing that it is spelled wrong. One way to fix the word is you can right-click on the word, and options that you can change it to will show up. You can just click the word that you were trying to spell and it will change it. This is the long way to do it if you have a lot of mistakes, but works well if you only have one or two. The other way to change them is to open the spelling and grammar checker task pane. To do this, you click the Review tab. Over here on the far left is the spelling and grammar button. When you click it, the task pane will show up on this right-hand side. It will show the next spelling error from where your cursor was at. So if you want to start at the beginning and go through all of the spelling errors, you can start at the first spelling error. It will show the spelling error you have made and ask if you want to change it. You can select the option you want and then click right here below this box where it says change. Then it will move on to the next spelling error and you can do the same thing. Some words will have more than one correction suggested and you can just select the correction you would like and then click change. For the grammar errors, there will be a blue line under the mistake. So in this example, I did not capitalize the if, which is the beginning of the sentence. It will say that it's a grammar error up here, and then down here, it will tell us that I made a capitalization error. So we can just click change and it will capitalize it for us. You can also see down here when it's a spelling error, it shows you the synonyms for the word. So if you notice that you were using the same word a lot, you can choose one of the synonyms it gives you that fits instead. When you are finished, the spelling and grammar checker task pane will disappear and it will say that the spelling and grammar check is complete. You just click OK, and now your document is free of spelling and grammar errors. Now we are going to look at using the help feature in Word. Using the help feature in Word can also be a useful tool if you don't know where to find something. All you have to do is type it in this little search bar where it says tell me what you want to do. That's next to all the tabs, and it will direct you where you can go. So if I start to type spelling and grammar, you can see a list shows up and I can select the spelling and grammar checker, and it would normally open up the same sidebar as before, but since our spelling and grammar check is complete, it will just pop up and say that our spelling and grammar check is complete, so we can click OK. You can type any feature of Word that you would like to use in this search bar and it will direct you to the right place. So if I wanted to change the font size, you can see it's right here and I can change the font of the words I have selected. It is very helpful for when you can't remember where something was and you are in a hurry and don't have time to look around for it. You can also use it to ask a question, like how do I change case? It will show you where to find it, but also if you click right here at the bottom where it says get help on and then what you're searching for, a dialog box will pop up with the answers to your question, and you can search other questions in here as well about how to use the program. That is how to use the in-program help feature. The spelling and grammar checker can be useful tools when you need to edit a document. The help feature in Word can also be very helpful in finding the tools you need to edit as well as just to work on your document. These tools are useful and great assets when you are using Word. Thanks for watching.